Israel's military has said that it is ready to evacuate babies from Gaza's largest hospital on Sunday, where Palestinian officials have stated that 2 newborns died and dozens more were at risk after fuel ran out amid intense fighting in the area. Gazan authorities mentioned that operations at the hospitals have shut down yesterday as they ran out of fuel. Israel has now released a clarification claiming that a lot of misinformation is being spread from Gaza. Israel says that there is no siege on the Shifa hospital and a safe passage is open for those who wish to exit the hospital. Israel now claims that they will help evacuate babies from the hospital too. Of course, on air you can see visuals of the very same hospital, the Shifa hospital, and meanwhile let's in fact listen in to what the Israeli Defense Forces have said regarding the matter.
Been a lot of misinformation from Gaza today, so I want to clarify the facts. There is no siege, I repeat, there is no siege on the Shifa hospital. The east side of the hospital is open on El Wade Street for the safe pass of Gazans who wish to leave the hospital. We're speaking directly and regularly with the hospital staff. The staff of the Shifa hospital has requested that tomorrow we will help the babies in the pediatric department to get to a safer hospital. We will provide the assistance needed. And there's something that the world must not forget, and we will not let the world forget it. Hamas has been holding hostages, 239 men, women, children, elderly, and babies. Don't forget babies. For 36 days. This is a crime against humanity, and we will not let the world.
There, of course, we've heard a statement by the IDF. They have released a clarification. They are claiming that misinformation is being spread from Gaza. This, of course, comes after reports were released that Shifa hospital in Gaza is under attack and 2 babies are dead. Meanwhile, the IDF has, of course, emphasized again on the fact that Hamas still has the hostages that they had taken from Israel on October 7th. These hostages are with them for over 36 days. Still with us on the broadcast is Mr. Sanjeev Srivastav, international affairs expert. Sir, what do you make of these developments and, of course, the statement that has been released by Israel?
Well, I think this is a good clarification which has been done by the IDF side. And certainly in these times when Israel has waged war against the terror outfit Hamas, there could be a lot of misinformation being spread out against Israel. You know, this information warfare, psychological warfare is a part of, very much part of the warfare, modern warfare, especially when in the Russia-Ukraine war also we saw a lot of misinformation being spread by the side adversaries about each other. So I think this kind of a situation could be there, and IDF may be right that they have now seized Al-Shifa hospital and they are ready to evacuate the children and those who are suffering, those who are patients. So all such, I think, clarifications are a good clarification, and this should come from time to time from Israeli Defense Forces. In my assessment, Pia, Israeli Defense Forces, they are a professional army. They are expected to, follow the international humanitarian laws. They are expected to protect civilians, which I believe they are doing. And they are a responsible nation. Israel is a responsible nation. And I know such expectations you can have from a responsible nation, from a professional army. But this kind of expectation that international humanitarian laws will be followed cannot be done from this barbaric terror outfit Hamas. And the fact of the matter is that should not be forgotten, as IDF spokesperson also has mentioned, that they have still taken a lot of people hostage, and that includes babies, that includes elderly people, women. So I think Hamas, and also at the same time, we also know that Hamas is using various civilians, innocent civilians of Gaza as human shields. And the number of casualties which have been reported from Gaza, the most of them are women and children. And those women and children have come under this crossfire. They came into the harm's way precisely because Hamas did not allow them to go to the southern side of Gaza, and they have, forcefully kept them in there wherever they are there as human shields. So I think this kind of clarification is a good clarification. I think Hamas is very good in such propaganda. On October 7, when they carried out this attack on Israel, after that they started releasing a lot of videos, a lot of horrible videos they started releasing. So we know that they are very good in this kind of propaganda, misinformation, false information, etc. they can do. And they are using this online medium, digital medium, to promote their terror agenda. So I think in the such scenarios where Hamas is using online medium, digital platform to spread fake news, propaganda, and also this kind of narrative, etc. Against Israel. So I think it is good that Israeli defense forces are regularly coming up with these kind of clarifications. And also what I was observing is that from Israeli defense forces side, this fake narrative which is being built against Israel is also being countered, and Israel is obviously clarifying its position that they are very much following the international humanitarian laws, and they are doing their best to minimize the civilian casualties and collateral damages.
Indeed, and Mr. Srivastav, speaking of the counters, it's not just Israel that is in fact speaking up against Hamas. There are many other world leaders also who have come out in support of Israel and who have condemned the violence and the terrorism of Hamas.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.